Anyone else grow potatoes and then get too busy and not harvest them, and then those potatoes started growing new potatoes? No? Just me? It's 9:38 and I'm giving myself about 2 hours to harvest as much as I can because there's a lot to harvest and I'm taking you with me. Anyone else leave your tools lying around the garden to the point that now it's become a trellis? It's stuck. And I forgot the bucket. Ah, shoot, stabbed a potato. It's 9:51 and that's all the potatoes from this area. Anyone else try to grow watermelon last year and completely fail, and then this year you don't plant it and this plant just shows up? Anyone else grow honey nut squash this year? Anyone else's sage plant on steroids? Oh my goodness, anyone else grow blackberries this year? Wow, look how big these are. This is so exciting. Look how big this blackberry is, and I'm gonna try it for the first time. That is so good. That just made my day. Anyone else have a mold problem, but you just don't care because there's too much other stuff to worry about? So it's 10:08 and that's the harvest for my slicing tomatoes. Most of these are just from 2 plants and these taste really good. I'm growing these next year. Anyone else not take the warnings about horseradish seriously? You can never get rid of horseradish once you plant it, and it'll take over an area. Anyone else grow San Marzano tomatoes? It's 10:23 and that's all the San Marzanos that I'm going to harvest for right now. As you can see, there's still a lot more there. A lot have been very damaged by stink bugs, but this is about all I can handle. We're moving on. Anyone else have a patch of weeds that just have pretty flowers so you tell yourself it's okay? That's a volunteer plant, by the way. Anyone else have a rotting cucumber vine? 10:27, and that's all for one plant. It's 10:34 and that's the second plant. Anyone else kind of offended because your garden did better this year and you kind of ignored it more than you did in the years past? But hey, we did put the work in to condition our soil, so I gotta take some credit. Anyone else growing these really dark sunflowers? Holy moly, my plants are on steroids this year. Plant number 3. So it's 11:12, that was plant number 3. Anybody else break down in their garden and start crying for one reason or another? Today I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude for how great my garden's doing. Anyone else take off your gloves in the garden and now you can't find them? So it's 11:17 and this is plant number 4 and 5, and we're going longer than 2 hours because I got way more to harvest. So these are from my little dwarf tomato plant. Dwarf tomato plants produce like indeterminate tomatoes, but they only get so tall, like 4 feet tall. I've told you about these before. Did anybody try any dwarf tomato plants this year? So it's 11:25 and this is all from one little dwarf tomato plant. Plant number 6. Have you ever left your corn so long that now you're questioning if you left it too long? Oh, that looks a little dried up. Some of them look okay, but some of them look really shriveled up. Bummer. So some are better than others. They look really good, like they've been pollinated, but I think what happened is we had all that rain and then we didn't have rain for a while, and I think that they just got a little dry over here. That's all. Live and learn. I mean, some look like this, and then some have like shriveled spots like this. So it's 11:40, and that's what I was able to find. Moving on to peppers. So it's 11:46, and this is all of the sweet peppers. Did you know chipotle seasoning comes from smoked red jalapenos? It's 11:54, and these are all the red jalapenos that I picked. If I wanted to pick the green ones, I'd have several 5-gallon buckets of them. We're not doing that today. It's 11:58. There's my eggplants. What do you do with eggplants? Done eggplant parm before, but is there something else you like to do with them? Found my glove. I left it in the house. On to picking berries. So it's 12:06 and we got a few berries. Did you know you need at least 2 tomatillo plants in order to get tomatillos? And if you're getting them with one plant, consider yourself lucky because somebody near you is growing them too. We love making salsa verde. It's 12:18 and that's all of the tomatillos. And last but not least, I'm going to reward myself with some flowers. 12:29. And that's my harvest for